Blessings, everyone, and so much love to each of you. Thank you so much for joining me today on this Ascension Walk series. And this one is dedicated to the topic of dreams into reality. And I really wanted to dive into this space quite a bit. And I'd like to first thank those of you who are returning back, watching my weekly YouTube videos, and also welcoming those of you who are new. Thank you so much for joining. Please leave your comments, as I love reading your comments and also replying back. And feel free to ask any questions that you may have. The Ascension Walk series is really dedicated for those of you who are very committed and devoted to your ascension walk and embodiment. And this is part of my contribution in this shared incredible space. So the wisdom is being passed on and reshared. So today's topic is an important one. It is about dreams. Each of us, obviously, we have our dream state where our bodies rest at night and we go to these dream states. Sometimes we're lucidly dreaming and experiencing different dimensional realities. What I am referring to is the daydreaming, the time where you are having a daydream or having a dream of something that you desire. Say your dream is, for instance, a house on the mountains, high up in the mountains, and that's your dream. A lot of times individuals have the dream, but are afraid to really pursue the dream. And I want to speak of this. The dreams are very important. For you to have new dreams, have all kinds of dreams, it is very important. As you're in the human form, you're part of this incredible gift onto earth where you can dream things into reality. That's how so many things have come into reality, including like our phones, including these, like the Mac computer that I'm on. These have been dreams that have come into reality. And when these dreams are particularly of your passion to serve humanity, there are important steps that really must follow through with them. For example, a lot of times individuals are afraid to dream because they think it's bigger than themselves. And it is very important your dream be bigger than you so that you can grow yourself into it. The other part that is very important is many are afraid to have multiple dreams. It is very important to have several dreams and be able to give attention to each dream, because without you having a dream, nothing can take place. It won't happen. The part that makes this very, very important is for you to not just have a dream, but to have a dream where you're then able to actually have the visualization of that dream. For example, let's take that house on the mountain. For you to see the house, to see the structure of it, to see the material it's made out of, to see the layout of it, to be able to see whether it's facing south or facing north, where is the driveway. All of those important parts are very, very important. Many times individuals have dream, yet they do not put this part into their stepping part of the realization. So what happens, it doesn't become, then they become discouraged, and all of those beautiful dreams stay in the etheric field. Then another one that might be of a proximity in frequency will be able to pick it up, and they will create it. And meanwhile, the other person that had the dream doesn't create it and becomes bitter. So you're the one who can free this space and create it. And what it really entails is, as you dream, then you have to have the visualization. And that is the most important part, to be able to visualize it exactly the way you love it, that you enjoy it. For example, the house that we are in right now, Michael and I had a vision for it, and that's exactly what took place. We did exactly the steps that I'm sharing you. There was this dream. We wanted it to be effortless. We wanted it to be so easy. We wanted it to be the most like flawless, easiest thing we ever did. We wanted it to be light, have a lot of light. We wanted it to be by nature. We wanted to have trees. We wanted to have it updated. We wanted to have a yard, a lanai, like all of these things that just satisfies us, and enough space for us to have our family come. And we wanted the owners to be a specific way. So we went then into the visualization in more of those details that our heart desired. And that is exactly what happened. And what happened was, before we saw this house, one house came about right in the same neighborhood. And we went saw that, and it was close enough, but something didn't sit in my heart, and it was very important for me to speak of that. And I did speak of that to Michael. And as he agreed, we let it go. So then this house that showed up was exactly the way we wanted it, and it happened very quickly. So this next step is, after you have dreamed it, you visualized it. It is so important for you to be so clear with your feelings about this house, so that when because as you say yes, things begin to being drawn into your field. And as being drawn to your field, you have to be able to use discernment to recognize which is the right vibration match for you, which is the one that is magnetically right in that alignment for you. So you will see others come, and you have to be able to use discernment and have that beautiful alignment within yourself to be able to say very easily, no, this is not it, so that you can very easily say yes to what is. And this also is a very important part of the Ascension walk, because in the embodiment, we are seeing the dream, we are visualizing it. Then as it becomes close to the material world right here, because we're materializing it by realizing it, we have to exercise those higher feelings inside that are of joy, satisfaction, just pleasing, harmony, peace, love. Those become very important, because if it's frustration, anger, resentment, this is not going to not only be not good for you, it will not be blessed, it won't be good for anybody else. It will not prosper, it will not be abundant. So this also is a very key part of it, because as your human self is evolving to its ascended self in form, you're learning how to walk with that state of greater love, so that you use discernment by being able to very easily not accept things that are not aligned, and only accept that in which is in alignment, because you're able to experience it in your human temple. And as you're able to experience it in your temple, you're able to then say yes, so that it can be realized. And when it is realized, it becomes materialized. So it is through that alignment that the dreams then become into reality. And this is the greatest gift that we can give to humanity, by gifting it to ourselves and allowing it. And as we gift it to ourselves, we're bringing that blessing to ourselves, because we've been able to collaborate with our divine presence to materialize it here. And then those that come into the experience, they too get to experience this divine blessings that was bestowed upon you, but you're allowing your dream to be visualized and felt into reality so that it is brought onto earth and many can benefit from it. And this is why I wanted to share this video, because for a very long time I would have the dreams, but I was afraid to feed it. Or I had the dreams, and the dreams seemed so much bigger than me. So it brought frustration. It was like the space between it. And even though in this incarnation, I've literally been able to, anything I wished for, it happened. I happened to create that. There has been a lot of struggle also along the way. And the struggle had been because of the lens in which I was applying it. And that lens was from the lens of the challenge and difficulty, the discouragement. And this is why I'm sharing these videos, because I'm on the other side of it. I would like to pass on the knowledge in the way I was able to shift that within myself and allow my divine presence to guide me, to walk with me, to show me the way that is more easier, peaceful, joyful, so that not only I can really restore that faith, and I can also pass that on to others so that they too can experience the laws of the universe that are available to every single one of us. And as we open it within ourselves, we're able to utilize them in a much more appropriate way. And that appropriate way is never in any way abusive. It's always in harmony. It's always for the highest good. It's always desires to share the good with others. And that's the lens that I come from. So I trust that this video will ring a bell in the hearts of many of you. And I'm so looking forward in hearing your comments and or your questions, and in if any way that I can assist, please let me know. I do facilitate private master transformational sessions around this, so that individuals can assist in moving some of these blockages of the trauma of the past that is literally blocking this streaming fluidity through them. And that's something that I've had to do myself. So much of the trauma in this incarnation was beholding me not in a good place. So I had to exercise so much more struggle to deliver, and I couldn't completely enjoy, although I achieved a lot. There was a lot of achievement, medals and certifications, and still doing a lot of good. Yet underneath it was that force of anger driven or frustration, or also being hurt, victimized. And that's something that I've had to change completely in me, where I'm creating from a place of joy and true satisfied divine pleasure. That means I'm truly divinely satisfied. I feel so appreciative, so thankful that me and Source were able to create this. And now, as it benefits not just myself, others, the energy is much more uplifting. Again, that this part of my desire hasn't changed from the past, whether I created my center, created my product line, did all of these things. Nothing has changed. What has changed is the lens of coming from frustration and wanting to balance things, justification, to true, joyous art of appreciation. And if I can assist you in private session, please feel free to reach out to me. Please email me at honeyb, honib1111@gmail.com, and I will be able to give me 3 sessions. They're about almost 2 hours each, and they're about 3 weeks apart. And this is one of my master transformational sessions. I will be able to assist you, but it has to be at your own will. and I'll show you the way. You just have to go through it. So much love and blessings to you, and I look forward to your comments and seeing you next week on my next